It's not under neon bright lights when I see you dancing on the Polaroids. Just wanna have a good time, don't you? It all goes low, low, low. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Dressed in cigarette smoke, is it? The print you wanna leave behind. Get all those cold eyes cold looking, but saying bye, bye, bye. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. Was it hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love. Hot for you, baby love. Hot, 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 hot for you, baby love. Hot for you, baby love. Yeah, yeah. Hot for you, baby love. Hot for you, baby love. Hot for you, baby love. Hot, 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 hot for you, baby love. Hot for you, baby love. Yeah, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Yeah, there's a remedy, remedy, yeah. Oh no. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. There's a remedy, remedy. I'm standing outside waiting for you.
Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is a whole new series featuring the Sims 4 Island Living expansion pack. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Tia, and I create stories in The Sims 4 and other games, with the focus mostly being on simulation, nature, and survival games. If you like my content, please feel free to subscribe and join the story with us. Today, guys, we are going back to our roots, and there's nothing like a Teacup Simmer Let's Play without a extremely long machinima at the beginning. So this series is going to be focusing on our lovely two boys, Clayton and Jon Parker. If you guys don't know them, they are the youngest twins from our Parenthood Let's Play. I'll leave the link in the card so you guys can check that out in the corner up top. That was a really fun series that we played with. I really liked that one. It's called our Stepmom LP. They were so cute. The last time we saw them, they were toddlers, actually, and then they aged up into kids. Well, these two adorable babies are now all grown up, and they decided to strike out on their own before figuring out what to do with themselves, because as this series is called the 18th year, these guys are 18. They don't particularly look 18, but of course we don't really have a good mix mixed year. They're pretty much right on the cusp of young adulthood, and they decided that they were going to go out on their own. Their best friend Lay invited them to their hometown in Sulani to experience the sun, the sand, and the ocean, since the boys have never been outside of Newland Hills. And if you guys don't know, for the Stepmom LP and most of the LPs I do for Sims 4, I tend to use the Newland Hills save, and I'll leave a link in the description box for you guys to check that out, that save, because it's a really great save with really great builds in it. And I just usually base all of my LPs out of it just so they have a consistent universe. Lay's family, since they live in Sulani, has always lived in Sulani and helped take care of the island. Since Lay's grandfather passed away, their mother decided to move back to the island with her younger son, and I believe the youngest son's name, I can't believe I always forget the names of my Sims. Well, let's check out Lay's family tree. Tane. So his name is Tane, Lay's name, and then their mother's name is Kalea. And so currently Lay is moving back because these guys used to go to middle school together, and you guys can see some of their pictures up in the corner. I spent a lot of time trying to make sure I got their backstory right, you guys, but look at their cute little pictures. These guys were so adorable. I know it's a little fuzzy, but you can see that they were so young and they just hung out all the time together. And the boys brought a bunch of pictures from home. So there's our Leah, our stepmom from our stepmom LP. She is now an old lady. There's Malcolm and Leah when they were younger, but Malcolm passed away. And there's Diana, and then there's Lucian, that when they were younger. And here are the boys. Oh, they're so cute. And of course, their mother gave them a few paintings because she is a master painter. She gave them a few paintings just to make sure that if they ever ran into trouble, they could sell one. But of course, their mother does really amazing paintings, so none of her children, stepchildren or otherwise, have ever sold any of her paintings because they feel like they want to keep them forever. But currently, these guys are living in Lay's home. Lay decided to get their own home, mostly because they don't want to live with their mother anymore. Because they just moved back to Sulani after graduating from high school. Their mother decided that since their mother, I think their mother, Kalea, I don't remember why I forget names. Kalea is a well-known botanist, and she decided to come back home after her father died. And since Lay no longer needs to stay in Newland Hills, they all decided to move back together. Unfortunately, Lay doesn't really have a good idea of what they want to do. They know that they want to kind of step into the footsteps of their grandfather, but unfortunately, he left really big shoes to fill. He was a very prominent figure in Sulani, and so now Lay is really trying to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to kind of establish themselves on the island since they've been gone for so long. But of course, they are a child of the island. I think if I can get to their traits. They are a child of the island, handy and a genius, and since they're back on the island, they have a home turf buff, and of course their aspiration is beach life currently. I'm trying to figure out how to separate these guys to figure out what they're going to be doing, because we're trying to explore the island living pack, you guys, but we do have a little bit of a story, as you guys saw from that machinima at the beginning, and I forgot to give their autonomy back. My poor darlings. I'm so sorry. I always forget, because they need to take care of themselves for a while. Okay. So Lay was actually cooking breakfast because this is their house. And the boys just woke up. They had a really rough night. If you guys can remember from the machinima, they had a really big welcome welcome to the island party. Lay invited pretty much everyone they knew on the island to come to the bar, and everyone just drank coconut coladas and went crazy. And of course, our beautiful little one, I can't stop thinking of his little ones because the last time I spent time playing with them, they were toddlers. So I know they're like adults now, but still. So our Jon decided that he wanted to go swimming in the middle of the night, and had a little bit of a tiff with something under the water and decided to get pulled down. Thankfully, someone or something saved him in time, but now he has this really interesting buff called Strange Sensations. As thoughts of coral reefs and salt water fill Jon's mind, he has the sudden urge to enter a large body of water. Should he answer the call? And it lasts for 20 hours. So I have a feeling unless he gets into the water in the next 20 hours, nothing's really going to happen with this, but we're going to see, because he's been feeling a little bit weird. And of course, his brother doesn't really know what's been going on. He just thought he was asleep on the beach after everyone drank a little bit too much. But but Jon was like, no, I really remember that something strange happened. And Clayton's probably just gonna be like, yeah, man, yeah, I know, you drank, I don't know, how many coladas was that? I think you had 3. I think that, yeah, 3, I counted 3. And I think that was before the alien showed up and tried to give you more. And yay, breakfast is done. I think it's a really bad breakfast. I don't know if Lay's good at breakfast. Ooh, it's excellent. Well done, Lay. Never mind. And these guys are, of course, really close friends. Like I said, they've known each other since middle school. Lay moved out of Newland Hills for a hot minute, and then so the boys didn't get to see them anymore, but they've always kept in touch, which is why they always keep their pictures. And when Lay invited them, since high school was over and it's about the in-between years, they were like, why not? What the heck? So let's have Lay call everyone over and grab a serving, because I'm pretty sure everyone's feeling it. Well, I know Jon's feeling it. I don't think Clay got hit too hard. But I'll introduce you guys properly to them, and we'll probably go over and introduce you guys to Lay's family, or the family that they have left from, since their grandfather passed away. Goodness, I have to remember my own storylines. It's very difficult. Okay. So, like I said, they had a really big island party, and Jon ended up getting pulled under and saved by something, but now he feels a little bit weird. And for all of the other ones in this story, we have Clay. Clay is our active and very outgoing sim. He's always been a lot more talkative and open to new experiences than his brother. And he's also very polite and gets along with most people. Where are they going? Why are they moving around? Stop playing musical chairs. Oh, they're just hugging. But yeah, Clay's always gotten along with everyone. He has a lot of different interests, so it's hard for him to feel really passionate about something, or so it can make people think he's a little bit flighty. He has a hard time understanding and recognizing what he wants when it comes to certain things. He spends a lot of time looking after other people, making sure that they're happy, and taking care of everybody else's wants and needs, and not taking care of himself. And so his journey is really going to be focusing on kind of self-discovery and self-assertion, so kind of asserting what he wants when it comes to certain things, or finding the things that he's really passionate about, instead of things that he just kind of passingly thinks is interesting, because he tends to find a lot of things interesting since he meets a lot of people, and he finds a lot of people interesting. So it kind of goes hand in hand. When it comes to Jon, Jon is more of a learner. He's a lot more of a feeler. He takes after his mother and he enjoys painting to use it to express himself, but he's a little bit too passionate about specific subjects, so he has a tendency to like jump headfirst into new things. No! Okay, so I guess their brother wants them to go out. But Lucian, no one's going anywhere. Thank you! See, Clay is doing everybody's dishes. So sweet. But yeah, Jon gets really single-minded and very focused when it comes to different things the things that he's interested in, because he knows what he's interested in, unlike his brother. He's very passionate about stuff. So he tends to get overzealous about stuff. So his focus is going to be like on learning to relax. The island is going to teach him how to relax and to kind of go with the flow a little bit more and not be so headstrong about the things that he thinks he knows, rather than just kind of taking everything in and observing. He tends to just pick a lane and go, which is something we're going to have to work on him with. And then there is Lay. So Lay definitely learned to assert themselves really early in life when they started requesting their they them pronouns in high school. So they really haven't had trouble asserting themselves since then. The problem is, like I said before, they're having a hard time and worrying about the expectations of the community since their grandfather's passing. So their grandfather was well respected and spent a lot of his life cleaning up the island, and since his death, no one has taken up the mantle of kind of the Sulani everyman, as or every person, I guess, to be more correct. Like, he used to be the person that everyone would come to with problems and things to do and issues, and basically a person of the community, and so no one's really been that since he passed away. And so Lay has decided that they want to they want to be a part of their community again and show their family and show everyone on the island that they can be a part of the community, because they absolutely love the island. But it's a little bit disconcerting and very anxiety inducing when you're trying to live up to someone and live up to a legacy that you don't really have a good idea of what to do with. So that's kind of how Lay's feeling at the moment. So they don't really know if the island will accept their efforts or reject their efforts, which is why we're probably going to be focusing a lot on like the island spirits and all things like that. So that's the rundown, you guys. There's a lot of different little ways this LP could go. The characters that we have are not even just these. There are other characters that you guys haven't even met yet. That this isn't really a planned out story. I just what I tend to do is to like plop out different storylines that could technically go anywhere, and we can read into what our characters are doing based off of our storylines. Basically how I run my Sims 3 Let's Plays and all my other games that you guys see on my channel. We let the game kind of tell us what it wants to do, and we use what we understand about our characters to kind of understand and interpret what we want to happen in the story. So currently these guys are talking about their interests at the moment, and I think, who is Jon talking to? Who's he chatting with? I'm not sure. Maybe it's Lucian, since Lucian was asking them to go out, but he's been asking for a bookshelf. Clayton, did you want anything? He wants to buy pet toys. He wants to buy a bee box, which is weird. I have no idea why he wants to buy that. Let's see. So he really wants to buy pet toys. And he wants to be friendly with his brother. So let's tell an engaging story and give a heartfelt compliment and be like, dude, your dancing skills were totally on point. You don't even know. You missed it. Everyone thought you were doing great the entire time. So Lay, what do you want? Have a water balloon fight. That is definitely on the table. And then what's the other part? Share ideas. Okay, so let's see if they can share some ideas. Brighten day. We're just going to have these guys basically be getting reacquainted. Just basically go through the process of being like, hey, this is what's been going on with me. I hope you guys have been doing well. This is what we can kind of expect when we go through around the island, I'm going to try and introduce you guys to some more people, and definitely get reacquainted with some other people there to share some brilliant ideas. So they're probably going to let the boys know, hey, this is what I have a plan for the rest of the day. It's still pretty early. We only have a certain amount of money, so we're probably going to have to be really careful. But of course, let's see, with his nerd brain, he wants to get a bookshelf. But I think, Kalea, I heard you became friends with Kalea Pili. She's pretty cool. No, that's Kayla. So Kayla Hoapili. So Kayla Hoapili. And then we have Leia's mother, which is Kalea. There it is, Kalea. See, this is very difficult. I do not know any island names at all. So there's some people. So that's Sulani Mahia. I can't say that. Gosh, dang it. Alika Kahananui. I can say that. My background in languages is in Japanese, Spanish, French, and yeah, that's about Japanese, Spanish, and French. I don't have a good background in these languages. Let's have Nalani. Let's have Lei come say hi to Nalani, because the goal is to get reacquainted with the individuals on the island. And let's have the boys come with them. So let's go here. Let's go here. I think a good idea for Lei would be to join the conservationist career. I'm trying to decide. Let's see, what's this? Buy a dryer. We're not gonna buy a dryer because that's not gonna happen. Let's see. Nope, we're not doing any pet things. No, we're not buying a washing machine. Water balloon fight. Oh my gosh, why does he want so many pet beds? He wants a lot of pet toys. Is this his way of telling me that he wants a cat? That's his way of telling me he wants a cat. Well, these guys want to do a water balloon fight, so maybe we can do that. It's gonna be just like when we were kids. I love it. I love Clay's totally down with the island fashions. It's like, check me out, man. I'm totally a native. No, you're not, dude. You're definitely not a native. Lei, what is with that arm? Oh, they're so funny. Oh, they're just gonna play forever. Let's see. Buy a TV. We can definitely add that to our list. Buy a thermostat. We can definitely add that to our list. See, Lei is more practical than both of you. They've been thinking about, hey, this is what we can get to make the house a little bit more homey, and they're both like, no, we want pets. I really want a festival or something, but they don't tell you where those are at. Let's have Jon come up here. And then let's have Clay go to the bathroom down there. So hopefully we'll be able to at least have them take care of their needs a little bit. Who are you? Layla Nagata. And showers and tired all around. Oh look, a bunch of aliens with face paint. Are you getting a nice suntan? I wonder, summon island elementals. That may be a thing. Apply sunburn protection. I wonder if Lei would want to do that, when they're back at their house, or back at their mother's house. Lei Parker's wondering if I want to come over. Jon's like, Mom, we just got here. We can't go back. We can't go back to Newland Hills right now. That's a little excessive. Why are you doing sit-ups? So he's looking for seashells. What are you doing? Chat with Tellow. Why are you insecure? Aw. Maybe it's because you didn't have the best arm. Is it because you didn't have the best arm during during the water balloon fight? That's your fault, man. You should have been working on your arms. You've been working too much on leg day. That's what I think. You've been spending way too much time on leg day. I wonder if they should go see... Yeah, there we go. Lay got their suntan. Oh, the guys are just having so much fun. They're just so cute. And you guys wonder why I call them babes, because they're just cute little baboos. What are you making? Of course you're making food, but what kind of food? Ooh, hamburgers. Okay, thank you. Let's see, Lay, where are you? Oh, you're playing against an alien who has a face mask on, because protection from the sun, of course.
No, ma frispa. And Frobby Sebra.
They're probably like, oh, so how are you liking the island? I hope it's doing well. Oh, never mind. I guess I won the game. Why are you making food too? What are you making? Veggie burgers. Oh my gosh. You and your brother are gonna be the death of me. Aw, Jewel, you look so sad. And so pretty. I love your scales. Are you a mermaid? I guarantee you we can ask and you'd be a mermaid. But I feel like asking would be rude. And I definitely... Clay wouldn't ask because he's way too polite to ask. So he would just be like, your outfit is incredibly lovely. It's like, I really like it. Let's have a group swim. Because... Swim here together. Because everybody's getting a little ripe. And it's getting late. I just love looking at it. Like, they're like the three amigos. Love them. With a cloud of stink going behind Jon. Well done, Jon. Like, they're all just going in. Whoa! What the nonsense? That's new. And Jon's super tired. Which is why he has bags under his eyes. Using Slice of Life mod, guys, just so you know. Outside of the red eyes, I'm gonna cheat this up just a second. Because UI cheats. He's like, why do I have a tail? Why do I have a tail? Why do I have a tail? It's like, Lay, why do I have a tail? Oh, that's funny. And that is an amazing tail. I actually don't want to do anything to that. That looks great. You look amazing. Well done. He's like, Lay, what the heck is this? Is this like an island thing? And Lay's like, no. I've swam here a lot. That's not something that's happened. Let's see. Did it show up? There wasn't even a thing. Dark circles from lack of sleep. No, they didn't even get anything, there wasn't even, oh, I remember someone saying that there wasn't even going to be, a flash of light or anything like that. It was just, oh, automatic mermaid. Oh, well, thanks. Lay's just like, well, that was new. What are we gonna do about that? And Jon's just super pleased with himself. He's just like, well, I guess I'm a mermaid now, but... worse things could happen. Well, I think we're going to end this part right here, you guys. It's getting late. All of the baboos need to go to bed. I'm pretty sure we have filled up on the fun today. They did an amazing water balloon fight that kind of broke the ice, got them back to being themselves, got them back to being friends, and kind of just playing around like they used to as kids. And of course, now we have Jon as a mermaid, which is new and different. And I don't know how he's gonna take it. It doesn't even look like Clay is not even pressed. He's about to go to bed. He's like, guys, these things are super comfy. And he's about to go to sleep. Like, Jon's ready to have this deep conversation with his brother about his newfound fins, and Clay's just like, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna go to bed. You just wake me up if they go away again. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in this story and these characters and have ideas for who you think should join which careers, currently I'm thinking that Lay should join or start doing like odd jobs around the island to get more acquainted with the individuals, and both the boys should join the conservationist career and join different branches so that we can focus on different areas. And maybe the next mystery that we have to figure out, since we now know why Jon was feeling a little bit weird, he apparently had been given or eaten kelp at some point and is now a mermaid. So now he has to figure out what to do with himself and who turned him into a mermaid, and if he's a mermaid, maybe there are other mermaids. So this is going to be fun, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!